The holiday season is upon us, folks, and we are now joined by Michelle Brown. She is the, get this, Heather, the Director of Community Engagement in the Cultural District for the town of Rockport. And the list of holiday events in Rockport this year are almost as long as Michelle's title. Thanks for joining us, Michelle.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's get to this right away. We've obviously had to do a lot of reshuffling the deck this year because of the pandemic. So right off the top, what do you want to share with folks out there? What activities can they be expecting to partake in?
Well, I think we should start off with the one that everyone is the most concerned about, and that's the tree in Dock Square. Yes, the Christmas tree has arrived. It was donated by the Lynn family, and the DPW has been working very hard getting everything set up and the lights and the decorations, and that should all be lit by this weekend. We will not be having a big ceremony like we usually have, but the tree will be lit and it will be there for everyone to enjoy. And the other big question is the little trees that go on the poles. And yes, they have arrived and they are being lit and installed as we speak. And so they'll all be up lining the cultural district by this weekend as well. And those are donated by the Poole family.
Uh-huh.
The next big question that is on everyone's mind is the pageant.
The pageant. Oh, the pageant. So excited. So this would have been the 75th anniversary of the live pageant. And yes, we had to rearrange things, but we were able to create a beautiful window display of the costumes up in Willoughby's, which is on the corner of Main Street and School Street. Yeah. And so everyone can go. Meredith did an amazing job putting out all of the costumes and creating a scene. And the Rockport Art Association, they have the information on their website, so people can go to the website, read all about it, read the history, and Mike Costello even recorded the narrative, thanks to Corey.
He did a great job, one take wonder.
Yes, and so people can still hear Mike reading the pageant, and they can still listen to the music. So very excited and very thankful for all the work that everyone did to get that done.
Yeah. How about the magical mail rooms?
Well, since Santa can't come on the lobster boat this year, Rockport was selected to be the host of one of Santa's magical mail rooms. So the Village Silversmith in Dock Square has been transformed to a very fun and exciting mail room, complete with a mailbox out front for the kids to be able to mail their letters to Santa. And Mrs. Claus and the elves are going to be writing back any of the kids who do include their return addresses. And throughout town, if they keep an eye on social media, there's going to be different events where they're going to be able to have some letter writing activities. So for example, the Fish Shack, if families go to eat at the Fish Shack has some custom stationery where the kids will be able to write their letters, complete with envelopes and special stamps to be able to then walk right up and mail their letters right there at the magical mail room. So pretty excited about that one.
Very cool.
And we understand there's also another aspect just for kids to walking around Rockport, right? Little game there.
So Sammy the Seagull. So we have Sammy the Seagull this year. And Sammy is hidden all around town, and he has a clue that the kids need to solve. And once they solve that riddle, then they can take their cards. There's cards that they can pick up at the visitors center, at the shack downtown, or at some of the local retailers. Once they finish that riddle, they can then go to Brothers Brew, Tux Candy Factory, the Fudgery, and Hula Moon to get special treats. And so that's just for the kids. And it's been really fun watching the kids walk around and have fun with that.
So they've started this already. Yes. This is all started.
Yes. So one of the things that we did was recognizing that people were looking for things to do outside and needed the walking and being out and having things to do. We actually kicked this off on Thanksgiving Day. So so it was extending. It was more than just Christmas. It's Thanksgiving, it's Hanukkah, it's Christmas, and it goes all the way through New Year's. So it's out there for everyone to do at their own pace. It's out every single day, so people don't need to worry about, oh, is it up and running? Everything is running every day, and it's all self-guided at their own paces so people can be safe.
Michelle, do you want to get into all the holiday strolls now? Speaking of walking activities, because I mean, I've always said this, the greatest thing about Rockport is every time there's a community event, everyone gets involved because it's the perfect spot to just walk and explore all of Rockport, you know, easily.
Yes. So, so wanting people to have more things to walk and see, one of the things that we created was the Holiday Tree Art Stroll. So Rusty of Rusty and Ingrid's had this adorable wooden tree, and I wish I had a tree to show you, had these little cutout trees that they made a few years ago that they made out of cardboard. And this year, as we were in the meetings, we thought it would be great if we made them, well, Rusty thought it would be great if we made them wooden. So we got Pete Wilcox and the Rotary involved, and they cut out 68 wooden trees that are 6 foot, 3 foot, and 2 foot tall. They had this whole big party going for a whole week over at Pete's house. And they cut them, primed them, sand them, and then all of the artists and creatives in town painted and decorated the trees. And so they're in 15 different locations that go from Hula Moon all the way down Main Street, all the way up Bearskin Neck, Upper Main Street, and all the way out past Front Beach to the Cove. And when you find a wayfinding map, there is, yet again, there is a map that shows where the trees are located, and those maps can be picked up at any of the retailers or any of the visitor shacks in town. So again, those trees were up and they're all out for everyone to see at their own pace. And the other holiday stroll we have is the festive shopping strolls. So this year on Friday and Saturday nights, the majority of the retailers have agreed to stay open until 8 p.m. And we have fun music and the lights and shopping, and different retailers have different shopping deals, and different restaurants have different food specials. Bean and Leaf is staying open late, in which you can get your hot chocolate so that as you're strolling, you can sip your hot chocolate. So we're all hardy New Englanders looking to be able to get out and walk and enjoy the weather.
Michelle, is the ghost of Christmas past trying to break into your house right now?
I'm sorry,
What?
there is construction happening outside. Is that really too loud?
I just heard these
Really funny.
warnings from outside.
It's just all the different people making sure that I get them in on time. Don't forget this and don't forget that.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Is it really loud?
It's funny. Now that Corey's pointed this out, that's all we can see is, you know, the ghost. But Michelle, tell us about the Winter Lights this year, this multi-community event.
So this year, the communities have really come together in a different way, and we've really come to support one another more this year than we ever have in the past. And looking for something, you know, knowing that people are looking for things to do, that there's people who don't want to get out and walk, but they will get out in their cars and they will drive around. And so trying to find a way to give them a gift, we thought of, you know, how great it would be if we could have light displays. So over 150 businesses throughout Cape Ann, so that's Essex, Rockport, Gloucester, and Manchester, over 150 have agreed that they will have window displays and lights up on their businesses so that people can drive and just enjoy the lights and the beauty that it provides, and, you know, to have some brightness, you know. So there is a driving map available if you go to discovergloucester.com. We have a Google driving map there that everyone can see where everything is, and there's a list of all the businesses that have agreed to do it. And we will also have a printed version that again will be available in the visitor shack by this weekend, so that you can create your own little driving map. And one day you can do Essex, another day you could do Manchester, and there's some really cute window displays out there. So I've found a few favorites of mine already.
Hey, Michelle, do you know, is DECA doing the home holiday tour this year?
To my understanding, they are not.
They're not? Okay. So this is this is going to be awesome citywide. In fact, 1623 Studios is going to be part of Winter Lights as well.
Yes, 1623 is supposed to be lit up. is supposed to be lit up.
We're getting there. Heather.
We have Santa and his elves are sort of helping us out with a projection project within
As we speak.
23 Studios. As we speak, yeah. I think Santa was supposed to be there today. So, at least maybe the elves, maybe it was just elves. So I would like to know, and I know Corey knows a lot about this, but the delivery of the Christmas baskets every year, that's such a great tradition in Rockport.
cool.
And it sounds like that's happening, right?
It is happening. Buddy Woods and his committee has been working really, really hard with the Board of Health and the Board of Selectmen to make sure that it could be done well and done safely. So there is going to be delivery of the baskets. It is not going to be the large assembly project that it normally is. I believe they have it limited to just 6 volunteers that are going to be assembling all of the baskets. There is not going to be the fresh fruit that is traditionally included in it. Tux Candy Factory is going to be packaging a lot of the things for them. I'm not sure which things. And everything is going to be packaged, ready to go 2 weeks before. The equipment that they have to use to make things safe, I'm not sure exactly what the equipment is, but everything is going to be ready to go 2 weeks before. It's all going to be contactless. They're going to be leaving them just at the doors. They're not going to be ringing any doorbells and greeting anybody in person. And then to my understanding, they are still going to be doing a version of the Santa drive-by the morning of Christmas. So, but for that one, you really want to check with the Christmas Tree Committee just to make sure that you have all the facts straight on that one.
I think it's one of the longest standing traditions in the town of Rockport.
I believe I heard that it was over 120, maybe 125 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome
And
stuff.
Corey, you would know how many baskets they deliver. It's a lot of baskets, right?
It's hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Mm.
Full community effort. It's really cool. So yeah, we've done a lot of footage there. So, okay. So Michelle, if people want to learn more about the events in Rockport or just follow you in general, how can they do that?
So we have information on rockportma.gov, and it's right there as one of the news stories. Or they can follow us on Facebook, which is Rockport MA. We're also on Instagram and Twitter. So on Instagram, we are Explore Rockport, and on Twitter, it's Rockport MA.
And the parking meters and kiosks are covered until April.
They are. And so you can come, not worry. There's no parking tickets. There's no parking fees.
Yeah.
And also just 2 other quick things. Bruce Tarr's fundraiser, the toy drive comes through Rockport next Tuesday from 12 to 2. So anyone who is looking to help support the 3 different agencies here on Cape Ann, that's a great time to bring gift cards, or you can go online and do monetary donations as well. And the menorah will be up in the park as well by next week. So that will also be there.
Beautiful. Anything else, Heather?
Yeah, I have one question. Inns. We have these 2 new beautiful boutique hotels in Rockport. Will they be open?
Yes, so the majority of our inns are still open through the holidays. And so it's calling for availability. And some of the boutique inns, some of the inns overall have some great activities going. So at the Sally Webster Inn with Chef Sousen, you can do the gingerbread houses. The Cove over on Front Beach, they had some great little holiday events that they were going to be doing. Of course, over at Aston Choate, they always have some great activities going with some amazing food. So there's a lot of great things happening, a lot of great workshops happening throughout the town to keep everyone busy and to create new family memories this year. Everything is RSVP, so small group settings, keeping everyone as safe as possible.
No one does the holiday season quite like Rockport. I know you've done a ton of work, Michelle, you and everybody that you're involved with. So hats off to you. Michelle Brown, the Director of Community Engagement in the Cultural District for the town of Rockport. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.